continued its push to make a new Capitals and Wizards arena in Potomac Yard a reality. They released an economic impact study, and it paints a pretty rosy picture of how much money this new arena could bring in. Let us bring in our chief investigative reporter, Eric Flack. He spent the afternoon breaking down these financial projections. Flack, on paper, these are some pretty eye-popping numbers, but there are still some state lawmakers in Richmond who are saying this all might just be too good to be true.
That's right, Longo. Alexandria released a summary of this economic impact study back in December, but this morning the group took the unprecedented step of releasing the entire study as the city and Monumental sports and entertainment owner Ted Leonsis continue to fight for the more than $2 billion financing package they need the state legislature to approve. The Alexandria Economic Development Partnership posted the economic impact study to a website touting the arena project Friday morning. The report promised a financial windfall for the city of Alexandria and Virginia from Ted Leonsis' proposed arena project, a projected net fiscal impact of $760 million over 30 years from the state. That's $573 million more dollars than the state is projected to rake in from the Potomac Yard site without the arena, according to the study. For Alexandria, the arena project is projected to generate a net fiscal impact of $464 million over 30 years. That's $406 million more dollars than projected without an arena, according to the estimates. Meanwhile, the study predicts the creation of 29,000 jobs statewide, 22,000 of them in Alexandria. Those 22,000 jobs are equivalent to 14% of Alexandria's current population. But officials familiar with the project dismiss congestion concerns due to the influx of all those new employees in Alexandria's relatively small 13-mile radius. They say some of those jobs would go to people already living in the city, and the jobs would be created over time, not all at once. The city and state collectively would have to pay back roughly $2.7 to $2.8 billion to pay off the bonds to pay for the arena project over 30 years, using future revenue from the arena. And that financing plan is running into roadblocks in Richmond, where Senate Finance Chair Louise Lucas is pledging to kill the legislation.
I just don't think it's a well-structured project, and the majority of folks up in Northern Virginia don't want it. And I just don't want the state's full faith and confidence to back up that project.
The economic projections from this study did not consider any doomsday scenario in which revenues from the arena aren't enough to repay the loan the state would have to take out, because officials say there are enough checks and balances in their projections that would never happen. But to be clear, if it did, Virginia taxpayers would be on the hook for the bond money. Longo.
Yeah, I think a lot of those state leaders say never say never. Got to consider all the possibilities here. Eric, thank you.